Today we are going to be covering some of my favorite parks, some of the best parks here in Charlotte, in no particular order, not off of any list, just off of my personal opinion. Let's go show you around and let's dive right into it. Okay, so we are starting at a little bit of a unique park. So when I hear park, I think of like woodsy and lots of nature, playground. You know, one of my favorite parks when I was a kid was actually one of those old wooden parks that you would like climb up and you'd get splinters and then you'd go down the slide and you'd get like burned because it's so hot. But they're not making parks like that anymore these days. So we're at a brand new park here. I know it is brand new, but how can I say it's one of my favorites? That's actually what I really like about it, is that it doesn't feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. It's not quite like an escape from the city. You look around and you've got, you know, apartment buildings, you've got some commercial spaces around you. You are in the heart of Ballantyne. So this park is actually right behind the well-known Ballantyne Hotel. If you have not been to the Ballantyne Hotel, 10 out of 10, check it out. They are known for their golf course, which is what we're actually standing on. This used to be the old Ballantyne Hotel golf course, and they are known for their day spa. If you have not gotten a chance to check it out, we're filming this right before Christmas, even though it's bright and sunny out. I love it. It's been so cold here, so I will take this warm December day. But if you're looking for a good gift for somebody or special occasion or something, definitely check out the Ballantyne Spa. It is 10 out of 10. When I went there, it was during COVID, so like a lot of their amenities and stuff were down, but it's amazing. But anyways, we are here at Ballantyne Stream Park. It's brand new, and that's actually what I really like about it, is the fact that it is new. So this used to be part of the golf course at the Ballantyne Hotel. They have since obviously completely torn it up, completely turned it around. It is now part of a mixed use area. So there is still a 9-hole golf course here. They got rid of the other half of it. So you can still play golf here. There is some construction happening. If it gets a little loud, that's why. You've got great water features. So what I like about this park is that it doesn't have like the nature trails. It doesn't kind of feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, which I know a lot of people might go to a park for that specific reason. I actually like it. I like that it feels like you're in the middle of the city, because you kind of are. Not quite the middle of Charlotte, but you are right in the middle of Ballantyne. So you're surrounded by main streets, Ballantyne Commons, you got Johnston or Ray Road, all right around you. But what I love about this park, it is a 6-acre park. It does have a walking trail around it, but you can see all of this is like that soft rubber, or you've got the artificial turf right over there. There we go. You've got the artificial turf, so it's always bright, vibrant, green. So you can see right behind me, we are here. This is like the climbing area. They are gonna have a playground here in a later date, but right now they just have like some of these climbing things. If you slide, they've got like one of these spider web little net things over here from the climb. So it is good for like 5 and up for these types of slides. But the ground here, guys, it's like that rubber, so it's really soft. So even if they're younger and they just kind of want to crawl around, there's still a lot for kids to do here. One thing I will say, that if you do want to take your kids here, the water areas, they're not like gated off. So if you look right behind me, there is a drop off, like there's a little wall there, but it would be really easy for a kid just to kind of like go there. So if you do bring your kids here, or even your dog here, definitely keep your eye on them. Just make sure for safety purposes that they're not running in or towards the water. But really cool park. I know I said that's right in the middle of Ballantyne, and you might think like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be loud. It's not at all. The loudest noise right now is actually the construction going on right there, and even that's not that bad. It's still really quiet here. This would be really easy to like come and work. They've got these covered areas here if you wanted to bring lunch. There's also another pavilion over there. So this whole entire area here is part of something called Ballantyne Reimagine, or Ballantyne Backyard. Again, this is a 3-phase project. So this will be going on for a handful of years until it's completely done. But they do concerts over there in that pavilion over there. They're getting ready to light this whole thing up for Christmas. So it's a really cool area. It's something new, kind of unique to this area, where you can just have a little bit of slice of quiet, slice of greenery right in the middle of such a busy part of Charlotte. So again, this is Stream Park right in the heart of Ballantyne. It is brand new. So if you're in the area and you just want to kind of sit outside, get some sun, bring your dog, bring your kids, this is a great area to come and take a look. Alright guys, so we are at my personal favorite park, Freedom Park here. There's so many reasons to love this park. So first let's talk about the name Freedom Park. Why called Freedom Park? Back after World War II, Charlotte Lions Club actually raised money to purchase and build this park for the city as a memorial to the veterans of the war. So hence the name Freedom Park. Why does this park, why is this my favorite park? For so many reasons. First of all, the location. I know when we were at Stream Park, I said it does kind of feel like you're in the middle of the city, and it does seem that way. This one actually really is in the middle of the city. Not quite city center, but it's actually between the neighborhoods Dilworth and Myers Park, which if you were like me and love to look at houses, this is where you want to come. Look at these. I know this video is not about the houses in the area, but you can't come to Freedom Park and not appreciate this part of Charlotte. So it's between two of the most popular neighborhoods in Charlotte. You can always come here for lunch, and then you can hop on the Greenway and walk through the city, or you can just go out the other entrance off of East Boulevard and go grab lunch at Kid Cashew, which is right down the road here. It just really is an amazing location. So it's a little noisy out here today. It's been kind of rainy and gloomy here in Charlotte, which is not the commonality. Our weather is usually like it is today, but today's the first day it's been bright and sunny. So it's the first opportunity we've had to come out and film this favorite parks in Charlotte video. So unfortunately it does happen to be right when school's getting let out and lots of traffic right now. So, but we're managing through it. But what does this park have? So this is a 98-acre park. Again, it kind of feels like you're right in the city center. You'll see there's a pond behind us. There's a walking trail behind us. You've got private pavilions. You can rent big ones, you can rent small ones. It has two playgrounds. One of the playgrounds is an NFL playground, so you notice it's really cool. It's Panthers colors, black and blue, and it has different things in it as opposed to swings and monkey bars. It's got a lot of agility training kind of thing for kids, so it's kind of fun. It's always packed every time you come here. This is a really active part of Charlotte, so you'll always have people running here or walking here. Very dog friendly. You'll notice there's a little pupper behind us. So tons of people visit this park any time of the day. If you come on, say, a Saturday morning, it is packed with people doing workout classes. There's stairs here that will take you up to private pavilions. They have big pavilions, small pavilions. We actually just rented one for a popsicle and ice cream social here. It was amazing. There are no food vendors or vending machines in the park, but on the weekends there's a meeting point kind of at the other end of the lake down there, where there is a little kind of concession stand truck. He's here on Saturday mornings, so you can get refreshments, you can get water or something. But it's just my favorite park. It's gorgeous. I mean, look at it. First of all, location doesn't get any better. If you're like me and love to look at houses, I am in real estate. You can come and take a look at these beautiful houses. Again, these houses are in the Myers Park and Dilworth neighborhood. If that's something you're interested in, give us a call. My team and I can help you out in this neighborhood. But this park also has a ton of athletic courts. So you've got pickleball courts, you've got tennis courts, basketball courts, you've got baseball fields, you have soccer fields. They are kind of on the other end, so we'll show you those in just a second. But it does get busy. I know it seems really quiet right now. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but my husband and I actually came here on a Wednesday a while ago. We were dying to play pickleball. And we came here thinking, oh yeah, it's a huge park. Like we'll definitely be able, I mean, it's 98 acre park. We'll definitely be able to find something. No, every single court was packed and had lines waiting for it. So it does get really busy here. Another reason why this is my favorite park is because the Charlotte Greenway goes right through it. So our greenway systems here they're trails that run throughout the city. They are ran by the county and they connect North Charlotte to South Charlotte essentially. You can hop on it and bike on it. It's nice because they're off of the main road, so you're safe. You don't have to ever have to worry about the cars hitting you or, you know, crossing streets or anything. And the greenway cuts right through here, so you can walk on it. We did like a 10-mile walk there today that took us all the way through here, and it just really is cool. There's a portion of it here that you walk along Sugar Creek Greenway, so you've got like a water feature added to it. So this is Freedom Park. It is in the center of Charlotte. It has history to it, but it's also got like that nature. You've got walking paths, you've got playgrounds, you've got basketball court, you have beautiful houses that you can take a look at. There's always families here, so if you're new to the area and you're looking for a good way to meet people, bring your kids here. This is one of the best ways to do it. Bring your kids, bring your dog, whatever it is. Like this is one of the best ways to meet people because there's always people here. So we're gonna go show you around and take a look around Freedom Park. So we are driving down Queens Road right now. We're gonna go to the other portion of the park. Do you have to get in your car and drive there? No, but because I wanted to be able to get you guys some footage and I'm kind of racing against the traffic here, we are gonna drive over. What I really like about this park is where we were just at is kind of around the lake. You know, notice it was quieter. There's parking right off of the road. There are additional parking lots over there that if you just want to get out and go for a walk, you can. But also if you want to come over, again, we are just on Queens Road. We're on East Boulevard right now. So the entrance off of East Boulevard is definitely the most active. I mean, there's a line of 4 cars right now to get into it, but it's the side where the playgrounds are, side where the tennis courts are. If you just want to get out that day and go for a nice quiet walk around the lake, you can. Or if you, and it can feel completely separate. You don't have to get caught up in the busyness on this side of the park. But if you want to have more of an active kind of scene, an active day at the park, you can come onto this side. There's tons of parking. You can easily access the greenways here. And this is gonna be where all the courts are. So give me just a minute to get in here, get situated, and I'll show you. So we are now at the other end of Freedom Park. So before we were over off of Princeton Avenue, we just came in the entrance located off of East Boulevard here. And this is the area where all the courts are. You can see behind me, there's a couple baseball fields, volleyball courts over here. You have basketball courts behind us. There's just tons of them. And then a little bit beyond are tennis courts. So you've got pickleball, tennis. I mean, the list honestly just goes on. There's like a dog over there running around, just like having the time of its life. This park just always has a ton of people in it being active. There's always like life here, which is probably one of my favorite things about it. It's gorgeous. It is tucked away. So we are going to take you now. That's my favorite thing about it. If you want like the relaxing walk, go walk around the lake. If you want the active kind of feel of a park, come to this side of the park. It's really cool. So I'm gonna take you over to the like NFL playground. There are a bunch of kids on it right now, so we're not gonna record too much because how weird would that be? You know, an adult recording a playground looks a little weird, right? But anyway, we come here frequently, like we'll use the courts, we'll play pickleball. You know, I've done a few events here for my past clients and stuff. It just really is a cool area. So let's go check it out. So we're not going to be able to take you and tour the other parks here, but we'll show some footage of them and some clips here. I wasn't able to get there because We were just at Freedom Park, which, as I said, is located between Myers Park and Dilworth, which is a little south, you know, kind of city center, but south of city center. The other parks are literally smack dab in the middle of Uptown and North Charlotte. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that traffic is one of my least favorite things here in Charlotte. So we're going to avoid the rush hour traffic, and I'm going to tell you about them. The next park is Romare Bearden Park. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it is smack dab in the middle of Charlotte. And what you'll notice about this one is very different. Honestly, all of the 4 parks I'm telling you about in this video, they're all very different from one another, which is why they're my favorite here in Charlotte. So Romare Bearden Park is in the city center, located in Uptown Charlotte, right across the street from Truist Field. So it's really cool. You can hear a game from there. But what's really cool about it is it's actually designed after Romare Bearden's artwork. So it's kind of showcased like a gallery. So you've got waterfalls and sculptures, you have galleries. So it's really kind of an artistic feel to a park, and it is a modern feel. You're right smack dab in the city of center of the city. So if you look around you, you've got like high rises and just different condos, and you've got the sports stadium right next to you. So it is a totally different feel from where we were just at, and even from the Ballantyne one that we saw. So this one's really cool. This is my favorite park at night. You can see, even if you're driving by, all of the waterfalls light up with different colors. So it's really cool. Definitely check it out. There is no playground. It is surrounded by busier streets, so it's great for parks. Great for dogs. People do take their dogs there all the time, and you see it, but make sure they're on a leash. There's a lot of pedestrians walking by. There's a lot of cars there. So it's just a different part of town. It is a different feel. There's no playground there. So definitely more of a relax and walk kind of place and just enjoy the scenery versus wanting to go and do activities like, you know, basketball or play on a playground or even like go on a hiking trail. So that is Romare Bearden Park. The last but not least park is going to be the Reedy Creek Nature Preserve. And you guessed it, it's different because it is exactly what it says it is. It is a nature preserve. So this one is definitely geared towards the more outdoorsy, more hiking type of person. So again, less activities, less of the fields and the courts involved, less playgrounds there. This one has a 10 miles worth of hiking trails. It has a 1 mile hiking loop around a lake. You can go fishing up there. So you've got the water, you've got kind of the nature, the scenery. This actually still has one of from like the Revolutionary era, which is like back in the 1700s. There was a J. Robinson rock house. Don't ask me what a rock house is, but there's still like remains of that building in the park. So if you take a small hike back to the trail, you can still see some of the remains that are there at the park, which again is really cool. And they have a like kind of a science center is the best way that I can explain it. They do a lot of programs, especially throughout the summer, more education based towards nature, obviously. So there are my top 4 parks in Charlotte. Charlotte has so many parks. There are some smaller ones that are like right down the road here in Madison Park. We've got the Madison Park Central Park or Seneca Park, whatever you call it. And it's a smaller neighborhood park, but it still gets visited quite often. So Charlotte has so many parks that it's really hard to like name them all, and it's really hard to know the differences or which ones might be best for you and your family. You know, we get people asking us what's near here, what's there to do. You know, oftentimes if you read a blog in Charlotte, a lot of people will say, oh, it has so many parks, or it's an outdoors, you know, outdoor paradise. Those are my top 4 favorite parks, and I chose those, and I think they stand out to me because they all are so different. You've got Steam Park down in Ballantyne, which has a brand new feel. You've got the turf, you've got the rubber, you've got the water fountains, you've got kind of like the unique slides and the climbing things for kids, but there's tons and tons of seating for anybody who just wants to go hang out right in the heart of Ballantyne, which is really cool because it's so easy. If you just want to, like, you could walk even over to a couple restaurants that are nearby and grab lunch or something. But then you've got Freedom Park, which is in between 2 of the most beautiful neighborhoods that Charlotte has to offer, Dilworth and Myers Park. If you're interested in those neighborhoods, please give my team and I a call. We'd love to help you out. I would love to look at all those houses just as much as you do. So, but then you've got Freedom Park, the largest park here in Charlotte. Really, it's located 3 miles from uptown Charlotte, so pretty city center. You've got all the activities, you've got the courts, you've got the greenway. So Freedom Park kind of has it all. You've got the quiet walking trail, or you've got the active style of it. Then you've got Romare Bearden. That's really artsy and reminds you that you're in the heart of a city. And then you've got Reedy Creek Nature Preserve that's totally different. So those are 4 different styles of parks. They are my 4 favorite parks here in Charlotte, all for different reasons. If you have any questions, or if you'd like a full list of parks, reach out to my team. My contact information is on the screen. It'll also be listed below. And that's all for now.